Hi, welcome to my video. Here's a recipe for a really delicious Urad Dal. I got some requests for more dal recipes, and dal is a really essential component in our cuisine, so I'm happy to bring you this recipe that is wonderful for beginners and bachelors. And I'm just kidding, I know that you guys can cook, that's why you're looking for recipes. Back in the day when my husband was a bachelor, one of his go-to dishes was a good dal. And he is a very accomplished cook, I should say that. And you probably have some of these ingredients in your fridge already. All that you need are a couple spices, some salt, and a bit of garnish. You're going to need 1 large tomato, half an onion, 2 cloves of garlic, 1 green chili pepper, and a 1-inch piece of ginger. Just cut everything up, it doesn't need to be pretty. When it comes to the dal itself, make sure you're using Urad Dal without any skin. Now, these might be called white lentils in English, but I'm not entirely sure. All you have to remember is a simple 1:3 ratio. 1 part dal to 3 parts water. I'm using half a cup of Urad Dal, so I'm using 1.5 cups of water. Besides that, you'll need 1 tablespoon of canola oil or any other vegetable oil of your choice, 1 tablespoon of whole cumin seeds, 1 tablespoon of garam masala, 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of red chili powder, salt to taste, and finally some freshly chopped coriander for stirring into the dal and also for garnish. Now it's time to get out the pressure cooker. Actually, before you get out the cooker, you have to thoroughly wash the dal, and I like to use a kitchen strainer to do this. It just makes my life a little easier. Then go ahead and heat up the oil in the cooker and add the whole cumin seeds to the hot oil. I like to test the temperature with a few seeds first, and when they start to crackle, I add the remaining seeds. Add the chopped veggies, ginger, garlic, chili, and I really recommend using 2 hands to do this. As you can see, I've made a huge mess. But once you get the veggies into the cooker, give them a light stir to incorporate everything and start adding your spices. The reason why I like to use garam masala in this recipe is because garam masala is made up of a variety of different spices. So by simply adding one thing, you can achieve a multitude of flavors. It's a perfect example of minimal effort for maximum result. Once you've incorporated the spices, go ahead and add salt according to your taste. Then add the Urad Dal along with the water. Then it's time to cover up the cooker, turn up the heat to medium-high, and allow this to steam for 3 whistles. After that, you have to turn down the heat and let it simmer for 10 minutes. When the cooker stops hissing, you can open it up and the dal will be cooked, but you should still be able to see the shape of the whole grains. Of course, if you prefer a thinner texture, you can add a little water and adjust the salt. Otherwise, go ahead and add some chopped coriander to the dal and stir it in. At this point, the dal is finished, so you can garnish it with some additional coriander and enjoy it alongside rice or chapati. Now this recipe serves 2, but if you remember the ratio of 1:3, then you'll be able to prepare this for any number of people. Here are some variations. When you make this, feel free to add more of your favorite spices. If you don't like the flavor of garam masala, that's okay. Add the spices that you enjoy. You can also make this recipe completely oil-free. Just throw everything in the cooker and let it steam. If you're Jen and you don't cook with onions and garlic, then feel free to omit them and use some asafoetida instead. That's it. For more recipes, definitely subscribe to this channel where I post recipes every Friday, and check out my blog at www.anilamaharaj.com. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.